In this video, I plan to give you a deep dive tutorial on how to export and import contacts in New Outlook. Also, if you plan to modify the contacts before importing them, I will share some important tips to prevent you from losing your work. These instructions will work for New Outlook, work or school accounts, as well as personal accounts. Let's get started. I am in New Outlook under Adele's contacts account. In New Outlook, you can export all contacts or only the contacts saved in folders. For an example, if I click on favorites, I could download these contacts. Under categories, if you have assigned any contacts to a category that you can export them, this is really good if Adele is planning to move into a new role and want to give just these contacts to Nestor. She doesn't want to give all her contacts because it may include some personal contacts. Under the directory folder, these folders are only available to work or school accounts and not the personal plans. However, if your company have not restricted these folders, you can download information from here as well, except for the distribution list, which is grayed out, as well as all groups are also grayed out. So let's go back to the top and export your contacts. Under Manage Contacts, Export Contacts, and notice that it says contacts from this folder, and we're going to select all of them and hit Export. Notice here that my CSV contacts file has been saved to my local drive. Let's open this file. Going to open up in Excel, and here are my contacts. Here are a few things that I want you to be aware of when it comes to the CSV file. Although it appears that it's in Excel, that if you want to make changes, I always like to recommend that you create a copy of this tab. This is the original. If you right click on it, choose Move or Copy, create a copy, and press OK. If you don't save this as an Excel file before you start making changes, when you close the CSV file, your content is gone. So make sure, let's go ahead and save it as an Excel file. Choose File from the ribbon, Save As. Here you want to choose Excel file and press Save. Now you are safe to make any modifications as you like. Any changes that you make, I recommend that you do not make any changes to the name of the columns, and you have a lot of columns here. It's also good to know that you do not have a categories columns. Your categories are for you. So if you're going to give this information and import it in someone else's contact list, your categories are not included. Let's say that we have made all of our modifications. You must resave it as a CSV file. Let's click on File, Save As. Let's go ahead and let's rename this to Modified and choose that CSV file extension and press Save. Notice that it will say the selected file type does not support the workbook that contains multiple sheets. Save only the active sheets. So that's important. So many people has lost their files because of not working and saving this properly. Now we are back in New Outlook and I'm under Nestor's contacts. Let's import. Import contacts. Let's choose our file. Press open. and import. Watch, all our files are being imported. Now, go work your magic.